Hey mamas, hello. Welcome to video number 3 in our series all about ACT prep, SAT prep, and study skills. Our study skill of the day is confidence. If you missed the other videos about annotating, about time management, be sure to catch those after this video. But let's talk about confidence, and let's talk about your teens' confidence. Let me know, mamas, is your child confident? Is that a word you would use to describe your son, your daughter right now? I ask this because confidence is pretty much, study skill 3, 5, like in popularity, like probably easily top 3 that parents tell me their child struggles with. And that's part of the reason we're talking about today, because it is so essential for any type of test, especially the ACT, SAT, all of those standardized tests. Now, do you know we're going to talk about some awesome tips, some things that you can use right away to help your child, but we could get through so much more and dive in so much deeper one-on-one through a free consultation. So be sure to book that after the video as well. All right. Hopefully we've answered about the confidence. And the reason that I want you to think about this and really think about it is because your child's confidence level in real life translates to his confidence level or her confidence level on the ACT, the SAT. Okay, if your child is confident to sit down and do math homework, that's going to make that math section on the ACT, SAT so much easier. If your child feels like, hey, I can do really, really well on this pop quiz in science, well, again, there's not as much test anxiety in your child's everyday life, which means that confidence will transfer over to other tests. Now, one of the phrases I love to share with my students when I go through my Love to Learn Study Skills program, and I'm teaching them these study skills, and especially when we're talking about confidence, I love to teach them this phrase: confidence breeds confidence. So let me know, mamas, if that's a phrase you've heard before. Confidence breeds confidence. And I love this because of the fact it means one simple thing. If your child, or even you, but since we're talking about your teens, if your teen is confident in one thing, that is going to lead to confidence in other things. So when we're talking about the ACT, SAT, your child is really, really confident, say, in English. Well, that makes your child more and more confident to tackle reading. And if your teen feels more and more confident in reading, well, then that's going to lead to confidence in math. You see how kind of one section leads to another in confidence. Okay, because I can tell you I loved the reading section. I loved the English section. Didn't really like the math section. Science, I could do that. I liked that. But do know I always felt less confident in math than I felt less confident in math than I did in English and reading. And there are plenty of students out there who are the exact opposite, right? And I love to tutor them in the English and reading sections. But do know if I hadn't been confident at any section, or if that's where your teen is right now, like this ACT thing is just hard, or the SAT thing I'm never going to be good at, well, that's a lot harder for your child to feel confident to get that score that he wants, that he might need, than someone like me and some of the students I work with that know I'm really good at this certain section, or I've got a great handle on this topic, because confidence breeds confidence. Now, there are a couple other things I want to chat with you about to let you know why confidence matters so much when we're talking ACT, SAT. Before I do, I want to say thanks for watching here, mamas. Thanks for being here with me on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm Jessyka Coulter, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. So if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't followed on either platform, please do so, because there's one more study skill for us to talk about tomorrow in our last video of this series. And if you want your teens to love learning, you want them to learn all the study skills that I teach, definitely let's connect, starting with that consultation. All right. Why does confidence matter? Well, we've talked about confidence in real life mattering to things like the ACT and SAT. We've talked about confidence breeding confidence, but do also know if your child is confident when he sits down to take that test, it's, a good thing, right? But it's especially a good thing because it's all a mind game. Okay, your teen's confidence comes from his thoughts, his emotions. When he sits down to start on the test, does he actually believe in himself? Does your child say, "Oh yeah, I can do this"? Does your child think, "Man, there's nothing stopping me from getting the 36. There's nothing I can't learn. There's no reason I'm not going to do my best"? But if your child sits down and goes, "Man, I don't want to do this," or your child sits down and goes, "Oh no, I'm not a math person. I'm never going to get, anything but like a really, really low score." Okay. Those are very, very different thoughts. And we want your child to sit down, even when he's practicing at home, but especially on test day, we want your teen to sit down and go, "I got this." We don't want your teen to freeze. We don't want your teen to feel test anxiety. But if your child is having not so happy thoughts, not positive self-talk, not positive self-esteem, and is not feeling confident, then I got to tell you, test anxiety is going to be a problem. That score is not going to be what it could be if your teen was more confident. Now, something else to think about is your teen might be confident in doing his best, but he might not be confident in getting a perfect score. And that's okay. I mean, there's a big difference in that level of confidence. So if your child is starting from, "I can't do math, I'm no good at reading," well, that's very different than someone like me who comes in and goes, "Okay, I love the English section," or, "I know I'm really good at the reading section." That's a big difference in starting point. But we want your teen to get to the point of, "I can do my best," or "I'm confident enough that I know I can figure this out. I can use my time wisely, like we talked about with time management. I know I have the strategies. I know that I have a plan for this entire test. Okay, I can do this." So confidence really starts in your teen's brain with those thoughts. And I got to tell you, when I teach confidence through my study skills program, we talk about mindfulness, we talk about gratitude, we talk about affirmations, we talk about the tapping. All of that goes into confidence. So I can definitely talk about that more through a free consultation. But do you know your child really needs to have confidence to do well on the ACT or SAT? And the reason that matters is we need confidence for real life when we're at school, when your teens are, or when they're at home hanging out with you, mom, or when they're playing with their friends, doing homework, when they are done with school and into a job, whether it's the first job while they're a teen or their final job, first career after college graduation. So we need confidence. Okay. Now, something that our teens don't always believe is that certain events, like test scores, they don't believe those don't define them. But our teens who are confident know, okay, maybe it was just a bad day, or wow, I did my best, but I can do better next time. Okay, we want our teens to know confidence is a choice. Okay, that's another thing. It's not only mental, like thoughts, but it's literally your teen's choice to feel confident or not. So if you want your teen to be more confident, you want your teen to learn these study skills needed to be successful in the ACT, SAT, go to that link in the bio, go to the link that's here in the description, and schedule that free consultation so we can help your teen get that score that he wants, that he needs, that he's working towards. Thanks so much, mamas. See you in the next video for our last study skill, all about goal setting. Bye. Have a great Friday.